just think this chapter was just up, perfect, and the best in a while. I don't know how we want to do this, but like, we can
I
start
woke
from
up
the
at like
beginning,
I
bro.
woke up at like 6:30, 7 o'clock because I had to get in early, and like open my phone and it was just like this chapter, and I was just like, oh shit! That was literally the first thing I did. I was brushing my teeth reading this shit like, oh my, oh my, oh yo, he talking shit. Oh my.
That was the craziest part. I kind of wanted to skip to then, but I kind of want to talk about that now. He's like, this
No,
nigga
no, no.
called
We're
him
going page by page,
pussy.
bro. We're going
This
page by
nigga
page.
called
We're
him
starting with the cover
pussy.
page.
Page by page,
We
page
started
by
with the cover page, bro. I'm talking about now. Okay, this cover page, simple but fire. Just Luffy standing here looking at us confident. I love it. I don't got nothing else to say, but it's good.
This artwork I enjoyed. I don't like look crazy at every single cover illustration because there's so many, but like this one was colorful, whimsical.
I love
Tom
seeing the
over there with the
team.
fucking hat. It's chilling, man. Like
It's
he got the
simple.
whole crew in it. He got the whole crew in there.
Just chilling.
It's, oh, you talking about the actual cover page? I was looking at the one with Luffy, but yeah, no, I like this one too.
Oh, the
He
Luffy
did
one
get
is
the whole,
alright.
Jinbei out there. Jinbei in the cut now.
But Luffy's always gonna cover Jump, bro. Luffy's the god of manga right now. He's always gonna cover Jump. That's nothing new.
it's true, it's true. I'm loving like how Japanese all of
Yeah,
Wano is. I mean, like I know
Luffy's
it's like
getting on
supposed
some
to be
Goku
Japan,
shit.
but like even this cover is like so Japanese, like with the I don't even know what type of oni or whatever shit that's supposed to be in the background, like the style of the huts or whatever. I'm loving it. Like the raccoon, the theme, it's beautiful. Sorry, what were you saying though? Before I cut you off.
Uh
You said he's gonna be
oh,
like Goku.
yeah, Luffy's on some Goku level shit. I feel like it's getting pretty iconic at this point.
Yeah. I'm gonna start off by saying from page one, I was a fan of this chapter. Uh,
Hmm.
putting out the fire at the top and then in the middle, you can immediately see the scabbards confronting Orochi. And I was so happy because I felt like this nigga Orochi was going to go and fuck up everything and, like, get up to some mischief or some shit and, like, just be in the wrong place at the wrong time. But he immediately confronts the scabbards, and I know they're going to piece him up. There's no way he's walking away from this.
Yo, real talk. As soon as I saw Kidama just go Orochi, I was just like, oh wow. Yo, that nigga's getting sliced.
Yeah.
That was one of the first thoughts that I fucking had.
I feel like Oroshi's still alive, but I thought it was dope. Where they was like, "Yo, we don't care about y'all, nigga. We need to go. Like, you can die slow. Like, we do not care about y'all. You feel me?"
Yep.
Dude,
Page 4,
I don't.
or someone else got another comment on page 3.
All right, what were you about to say?
No, for the next page, I was just gonna say that like, I don't think he's alive, bro, because it seems like the scabbards cut off every head. Like
I
I'm
thought I
seeing
saw
like,
8, not 9.
yeah, but he already lost one
Mm,
to Kaido technically,
nah,
1, 2,
I feel like he's
4,
still gonna
5.
get smacked up by Momo. No, there's
and they're
one more
nine
head
red
left.
scabbards.
There's one
Right?
more head left, I think. At
I only
least in
see
this
7
last
heads
page.
in the picture. 2, 3, 4, 5. And the top of page 4 and 5, I only see like 7 heads on that top panel, and then like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 on the lower one. Like I can only imagine like he's trying to illustrate the point that they cut them all off.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
But then,
does anybody remember how Hercules killed the Hydra? Was it just by cutting them all off at once, or was it with something else? Like,
I think it was cutting them all off at once. Yeah.
okay, I'm interpreting it as this motherfucker Orochi is dead because I mean, like, I hate him, so I want him dead. But like, he could pull another fast one on us.
Momo go
Yeah, he
smack
might
him
be able
up.
to.
Momo go and smack him up. That's all I want. Momo is
He
the
could.
perfect opponent for him.
Yo, getting your head cut off is not comfortable though. He's way too comfortable with that shit. I guess this is just how he's living his life though. He's like Marco the Phoenix, but with way more pain.
Yeah.
Kind of
I
sucks.
had to like when I read this chapter originally, I had to zoom in on Kyoshido's face because I don't know, just the way he's drawn and the way his eyes are like at that angle. He looks so pissed off. Like he's just like taken aback. Like he's become like a blade himself. Like
Yeah,
he's so
because
sharp.
Orochi's just sitting here like, yo, we all talk about spies now. Oh, you salty about my spies? What about you, nigga? I didn't know you was over here spying on me. And he was just like, There's a lot of bad blood with all these characters, bro. It's kind of lit. There's so much history. It's crazy.
Speaking of bad blood, you feel me? That move by Kaido, Big Mom, though, and the page after that, though.
Bro.
Like, the first thing I noticed that it seems like Big Mom is actually a lot older than Kaido. You know what I mean? It makes it
Yeah, I
sound like
feel.
there's an age difference. And also, like, just
Mm-hmm.
the fact that Law, we finally heard, like, yeah, my room can't move them. It's just their hockey's too brock for me. I'm glad that we finally heard that, at least. But that
Yeah,
move,
I
bro,
feel.
is fucking boss, bro. Holy shit. Is it like them
No,
just
no,
Oh,
combining two swings at
listen,
once?
sovereignty.
listen. I wanted to start off this entire thing with this because we gotta talk about feet today. Talk about the feet.
Yes.
Every other nigga on that mountain was
Yep.
like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. My man tightened up his bandana. It was like, I'm gonna eat this shit. When I saw that, I was like, yo, he gonna be cut in half. Law gonna put him together. Like they're gonna cut to Zoro in half. Like he's done. He did not block that shit. And he was just in the ground, like he was shaking. They were like, Zoro, you good? He's like, whoo, give me a minute. I was like, that nigga's not dead.
He didn't block
Wow.
it though. He didn't block it though. He blocked it for like a little bit, and then Law broomed them away from it after that. Like he didn't totally face it, bro. But still, it was pretty Brock. That doesn't take away from the fact that he did that, Ryan. But Law
No,
did
yeah.
broom them
I
away
didn't know
from it. But the
characters
fact that he
I
took
didn't
it
know
on for a
anybody could do
second,
that.
the fact that he took it on
I
at
didn't
all.
know that.
How did he block the? You know what? I won't question the physics of how he blocked the shockwave with his swords. I
Hockey,
like to think he
baby.
attacked. I like to
Hockey.
think he attacked it instead. That
Nigga
he
uses,
fought it.
nigga uses Brock ass hockey. It was like none shall pass, and then Law was able to move him out before he got obliterated. He like still held it for like a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because Law's making the room sign in his panel on the next page. So that's how you.
Man,
Sorry, I was just
Dude,
saying.
it's
wow,
all
bro.
good. Like, and then
Oh, he is.
obviously,
Oh, he is making the room sign. Yeah. That's a good observation.
nah, you thought
Oh.
Zoro could totally take that, bro. If he held on forever, he would have died. Like,
Yeah,
Whoa. I
with a
think, I
name,
think he might have just
with an
roomed
attack.
them away. He might have just roomed them away, and Zoro's fine now.
no,
Nah,
man.
bro. Because Zoro was literally directly next to them in the next panel, like the next page. Like, there's no way he like happened to fall next to him.
Even Zoro's
Sure,
like,
sure,
I'm
sure.
barely alive, even after
Yeah,
doing a little bit of that.
He's like, I need a break. Like, Ocean Sovereignty. I don't know. Like, I just love the name too. Like, I really hope in the official translation they don't come up with something worse than that because that's dope. Ocean Sovereignty. They're like, yo, we're the top. We're the sovereign. Like, this attack is unbeatable, and that honestly makes Zoro even doper because they're like, with a name like that, you know, it's nothing to fuck with. How
No,
many
it's all
Marines
about.
do you think they can kill with that attack? At least 1,000.
Probably more.
Yo, I didn't know there was a character in the story that could even really like touch that attack. Get like at least fucking throw him back. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck. That's kind of wild.
They're Brock, man.
Can admirals do that shit? Like, if Akainu was here, would he just be like?
Yeah,
be able to
probably.
take that?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Because they
That's crazy to think
Oda
about.
did say he's basically like the Yonko of the admirals.
Mm.
It makes sense.
He is the uncle of the admirals, I
And
guess.
that's a
fair.
really good comparison, actually. That's a really good comparison.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I think I might have seen that on the internet today. I think I saw someone tweet that today. It was literally a nigga that
Yep.
tweeted that out. Because niggas see that shit and I see. That's a really good comparison.
So now that I'm seeing, in this chapter, I got to see more of Kaido's dragon form, and
It's awesome.
it was better. It was better than I
It's
thought it was.
I'm more of a
awesome.
fan of it. I'm more of a fan of it, definitely.
Now they're showing me the tail and shit. It's pretty cool.
It's boss. But
Yo,
before you
so-
say that, bro, you cannot skip Luffy coming at this nigga and he said, "You dodged, nigga? You dodged, nigga?" You think he's like, "What? You thought you afraid, my G? I'm gonna
What
beat your
happened? Y'all want
ass."
the smoke no more?
He's like,
What
"Oh, you
happened?
puss, bro? You puss? What? You shook? What?" Nigga was talking cash shit. I mean, niggas
No,
clowning him. Niggas laughing
what
at
I
Yeah, I
him.
heard laughing at him. I like how
what
Kaido
I
turned around to smack him so fast though, like he swatting the fly. Like the next panel was just about to bring the hammer
wait,
down.
you guys are skipping ahead real fast. You guys are skipping ahead so fast. We're not even going page by page anymore. I was gonna say like what the next page after that explosion at the skull, like page 9, where like it shows that all the like worst generation are just like standing there besides Luffy, and he goes for the punch. It was at this point that like I honestly was thinking like, oh, this chapter is over. Like I felt like so much had was so condensed into those first few pages that I like thought the chapter was gonna be over. Like that's how dense it was. But it's like
Yeah.
at this page that I like realized like this is only the 9th page, bro. This is gonna be an amazing chapter, and this is like the start of like some excellent pages from then on. Like,
Yeah, man.
and like you said, Samir, like the like him bragging, he was like, "Wait a minute, you dodging now? Like, bro, like you like didn't want to eat that shit, huh? Okay, okay, I love it.
That was but that dragon form looks so much better. Like when Ryan was saying when he came back at him and smacked the living shit out of him. And I didn't even know the tail was that long. And this is like I didn't were they hiding the tail or something? Like it came out and it looks so much better.
I don't know.
And
Feel like
it's great.
you know what's cool about this shit is that like from this angle, bro, like after Kaido fucking like swings the Bagua club, his body type and shit and his demeanor is just like it's like Rob Lucci vibes, bro. Cause now it's like Luffy saying he's like, "Oh, what's the matter? You dodging?" And like him and the Kaido were like not evenly matched, but like he can't afford to take hits no more. You know what I mean? He gotta be a little careful, and that's how Lucci was too. Like Lucci, the first time he fought Luffy, he crocodiled him. He just fucking like picked him up by the fucking fang and threw him out the window. And the second time, he got smacked through the wall. He was like, "Oh shit, who is this man?"
If
And Luffy
only
was just going at it, bro, with these beasts.
if only Lucci can launch a beam out of his mouth, bro. The page after that where Kaido's just shooting beams at this nigga. And Luffy's hands are just
That's
still
so
hurting from the club that he just hit where he blocked with his hands. And he catches a beam to his mouth. Like he's looking like Shenron, and he's like flying up in the air with his club, swinging around like Thor. He's like Thor, but also Shenron at the same time.
I
It's
feel.
like,
I like how Oda's going through a deliberate like process of showing Luffy's arms being covered in hockey. Like even after he gets hit by that Ragnarok, well, not the Ragnarok, but after he gets hit by the first hit, his hockey's still up. So he's like he can tank that hit,
yeah,
and
his
then like
hands
he
just like.
exactly, and then he like blocks the or dodges the beam, and then like he gets hit with the Ragnarok. But I honestly believe he'll be fine. Like I think
Yeah,
like
I
Oh,
it'll
you
think
think
hurt.
he'll
he's
be
fine.
Like,
fine? You guys think he'll be
no,
fine?
I think
I
he's
think like
fine.
he's gonna be able
No,
to fight.
I think
I
he's
feel
gonna
like
be out for a little bit.
I don't think he's gonna be out. I think Luffy's gonna stand back up and be like, "Damn, that hurt like a motherfucker," but I'm a rubber man. Like this is what I do. He's
Yeah,
gonna be. That's
exactly.
like when he started. Every fight where he like randomly just can start tanking.
We'll
Like I
talk. We'll
think his
talk about
hockey.
this later, and we can save this for later. But this is the first thing, and I'll say I totally disagree. But we can save that for later. We've already been going
Oh yeah,
hella
we
long
does
on this
too.
chapter.
All right. There's no proof that he just took it. Like because because we don't see him again. All right, fine, fine. But like, can I just say
But
this
I think that's
teamwork,
close to proof. That's close to proof.
the teamwork that starts on this like next page
Yeah.
with the box, and when they start like when everybody else finally is like, all right, we can't do this anymore. Let's actually use our brains. Like you were saying last time we spoke, Ryan. Like Zoro was like, I don't think just charging at him is gonna work. And I think like now they're like, okay, yeah, no, we legitimately got to think about this. Like we can't. There's no way we can fight these niggas. We got to like have some type of plan. And I love it. Like I don't want to jump ahead, but like
No, we
what
shouldn't
starts.
jump ahead. We should just we can like we wasted a lot of time anyways. Like
All right, fuck it, yeah, no, just like their plan to like lock up Zeus and then like deal with Perseus, like with the fucking sword cutting fire styles. Dude, the whole time I was like, yes, they're like this teamwork, this like ability that I'm seeing, and then fucking smacking him with a rock off the skull.
before we say that, Ryan, you need
You
to
know
eat
that
some
was what I was
crow.
planning.
Ryan, you need to eat some crow. Your boy kid ate a punch from Big Mom like nothing, bro.
and was
Ate it.
smiling.
I thought
And
that.
was
No, no, no,
smiling.
no, no, no. I had the same
Ate
reaction.
it.
I had the same reaction. And he smiled, and he was just like,
Ate it.
"Hop off."
And I was like,
Hit her
oh,
with, hit her with
fuck.
the pain push, bro. Hit her with the almighty push.
That was nuts. That was
Oh, yeah.
nuts.
Like, and they like Oda went to the trouble of showing the fist like directly in his face, so there was no illusions. Like he didn't block it. Like there was no blocking that
No, he
happened.
was bloodied up. He was
This
bloodied
man
up
ate,
too.
ate the punch to the face.
Whew.
It was like
Nigga said, fucking
Yeah, that
pell.
was crazy.
Nigga said, ah. Great chapter, man. Great chapter.
so. Ryan, I think we can't call Kid weak any longer, bro. We can't just
No,
Also,
bro,
Zoro's
I
still
guess he's
taking an L
real.
from that. At the end, Zoro was really taking an L from that. He's still bleeding. He's coughing up blood at the last, like literally the last panel. Like nigga really actually took a beating trying to hold that off a little bit, low key. Even if Kid
is
like
some-
was okay.
That is some dumbass fucking Zoro shit to do. Zoro, like, earlier on in the story, it seemed like Zoro was always bloodied up in every fight that he was in. Like he was always going into it already wounded because he did some dumb shit like 20 chapters prior or something. You know what I mean? So it's like it's kind of funny because it's like it reminds me of like original Zoro, how he was always just kind of charging into shit because he was just like, yo, I gotta be the best. Because like right now, like he sees the fucking Yonko and he's just like, yo, if I can fuck with these niggas, I'm gonna cut Mihawk in half, bro. It's over. Like he already knows he can Kaido. Like he's seeing the finish line. You know what I mean? So he's like, I need the power scale. I need the power scale right the fuck now. So he's trying to see what he can do. You know what I mean? Like that's essentially what's happening. Because think about it, he hasn't been cut up in a
Zoro's a
minute.
power scaler. I would love to start with something you already said earlier, and you're like, "Oh, Luffy took that hit from Kaido. He'll be fine." I was like, I don't think so. I think I think he's gonna be out for a second. That was a brawling ass attack. I don't think anything called
Listen.
Ragnarok is something you can't take seriously. You have to take it seriously.
Listen. The fact that this man, the rubber man himself, the blunt force cushion, bro, the fucking shock absorber, Luffy, bro. Now that he has Ryu to go along with that broken ass durability Devil Street, because it makes his Devil Street even stronger. Like it amplifies it. Like Doflamingo tried to kick him with the hockey, and he was just like, "Why is he? I don't get it." It's just like he gets so strong to the point that it goes back to normal when using hockey. Like that's how that shit works.
Nah, they're not gonna.
So-
The thing is, though, I'm not gonna think they're gonna gang up on Kaido. I think it's gonna be like, cause Zoro, you saw him at the end of the chapter, there's bleeding, like blood out of his mouth, and I was like, what if his like Big Mom falls off, probably onto a ship, in my opinion, and it's
She's
gonna
dips-
be like Kid, Law, and Killer versus Kaido for like a little bit or something like that. That'd be awesome. That's what I think might happen.
Like Kid Law and Killer fighting Big Mom.
No, Kaido, because Big Mom still falls off the thing. She probably, because the island is floating in the sky, so she's gonna have to fall into the ocean. And the only thing that would save her is like if her boat was down there or something. There's nothing else that could possibly happen.
Mm.
And I think that Luffy and Zoro might like take a second, and might take out for like a little bit. But I don't know about y'all on that.
That'd be kind of interesting if that was the case.
I think it would be more interesting and like more like compelling chapters if Luffy and Zoro were taken out of the fight for a second and the other Supernova have to like fend for themselves. However, I don't think it's
See
gonna
what
happen.
they can do. You know what I mean?
Against
Like,
3-on-1? You don't think they could do a
I would-
3-on-1?
I would love to think that they could like hold off Kaido for a few minutes while like Zoro and Luffy recover, but like I don't think Oda's gonna do that. I think he's gonna like I don't know, it seems to me recently he's been like focusing on like, nah, it's time for the Straw Hats to shine. Like I don't think he's gonna like make him like drop out and like rely on like these other people. I mean he could do it, like I just don't think that's the route he's gonna go.
I think I like the feat. I think I'd like to see it. Like I like the fact that he put in that every supernova could do a little bit of damage to the Yonko, like early on. You know what I mean? It's like killer. You can harm me somehow internally. How the fuck did you do that? And then kids over here just picking up the dragon. Kaido's not used to being picked up, bro. He's a dragon. Who reaches him? You know what I mean? For someone to literally just grab him out of the sky, he was like, "Damn." We already know what Zoro can do. We already know what Luffy can do, and then Law can just get in your body. So it's just like, damn, they're all a threat.
But that's the problem is Law just can't just get in your body. Like he has to actually like roll up on you and attack if your hockey's brock enough. Because he can't just
That
ruin
radio,
them. Like when
that
he
radio
attacked them
knife, that
a
radio
few
knife though,
chapters
bro.
ago, like he had to literally walk up and actually hit him with his sword for his attack to work.
Yeah, it's true.
That radio knife is good though, bro. Kaido definitely felt that shit.
He did. He screamed a little bit in the next panel, whatever chapter ago that was. But yeah, no. Most of all, what I'm predicting is more ass whooping of Kaido.
Yes.
I mean, like I don't know how else to put it, but I feel like
Best part, I don't think it's gonna be a 501 though. I don't feel like that's gonna be a thing. That'd be so OP. Because like Big Mom's gonna be out of the picture for at least a little bit. Like I don't think she's gonna pop up again for like a second. Because like she's either falling in the ocean or falling into a boat.
But wouldn't it be dope if like the next chapter starts off with Big Mom falling on the ground and the other five are like they just look at each other and like naked. And they just get each other to look and then they just start whooping his ass. Like
Yeah,
I mean like it doesn't seem like the type of thing that would happen, but what if next chapter they're literally like, alright, he's alone, we whooping his ass. Like and they just all start going down. And Kaido's like, yo, what the fuck? I'm getting handled right now. What's going on? Like that would be lit, wouldn't it? Like you'd be hyped as fuck.
Yeah, like if kid's really good for like mobility or like instability shit. Like if he got enough metal on Kaido, he could at least slow him down for somebody could just hit him. You know what I mean?
Is the thing.
Kid Loki strong.
Is the thing. I agree with all what you're saying, but if it's gonna be a 5-on-1 like that, if not, like if what I'm saying was before wasn't true and Luffy and like Zoro don't take a moment out to like take a minute, I think Kaido's gonna murk the shit out of somebody in that group. Somebody's gonna have to take an L. They're not gonna all gang up and just stomp out Kaido. Kaido's gonna put somebody in the dirt for a second. Like he's gonna get like a punch or like a blast breath out on somebody and knock the fuck out of them. If there's gonna be a 5-on-1, like Oda would never do something that would be so OP like that unless he could match that with Kaido.
I could see if he just smacks the shit out of Law because he'd be like, I think Kaido might just like sense something in Law to straight be like, I think you're the brainiac of the group and smack the shit out of him.
Yeah,
and everyone
like, you're the brains. Yeah.
Everyone's just gonna turn and be like, yo, give him a minute. Like no one's even gonna check on him. They're just gonna be like, yo, give him a minute. Like they just know he's not coming back up.
I was gonna say, or he could sense like, oh, you have the weakest hockey, so I'm gonna hit you next. Like instead of swinging over here where Luffy is, he can take my hits. I feel like I can fuck you up and then just like knock off Law or something. Like I'm not saying like
got the weakest hockey. Is that what you're saying?
Honestly, like Law is probably the least like physical fighter, so he probably does have the weakest armament hockey.
He's just the smartest one on the fucking battlefield, right?
Like his devil fruit's so broken that I don't think Law ever had to like probably train his hockey as much as other people. Like what the fuck is Killer gonna use besides hockey?
I don't agree with that. I don't. Like Law you saw when he chopped Virgo on a whole ass mountain? Nigga got some moves. Like don't sleep on Law. I think Law stronger than Killer, bro. Don't do this.
However,
he also was tanking those Doflamingo strings.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like Ryan, you would know. I thought you would not let this slide because I would not let this slide.
Listen, he in terms of offensive prowess, right? Like he's not an offensive type. He really got a couple moves. He's crafty and shit. He could fuck with you, but in terms of just like a straight up like brawl. Like if you're not weak enough for him to just like cut you in half type shit.
Don't let him into his zone.
It starts to let go.
Don't let me into my zone.
But
yeah, you're right. But like that's the thing though, is like it doesn't matter if you let him. If you're strong enough, it just doesn't work on you from the get.
Pretty much.
No,
and like
he can't switch them. He can't switch them, but he can still cut them.
No, I know, but look at Doflamingo. He had Doflamingo in the room for a minute. And Doflamingo did not get sliced. He did not get touched.
Do you think Killer's touching Doflamingo though, Ryan?
If he can hurt Kaido, he can hurt Doflamingo.
And Law's fighting Doflamingo and fucking Fujitora at the same time.
Yo, he was.
Nigga chopped the meteor.
He was running though. He was running. He wasn't really fighting Fujitora. He was just
What, you think
running
that's
fast enough.
easy?
No, it's not easy. It's not
It's
easy. I'm just
like
saying. In terms of
I'm
physical fucking strength, like
The
overkiller.
he's
point
not as strong as Zoro or
Overkiller.
Luffy or Kid. Killer. Okay, actually no, you're wrong. Okay, I see what you're saying. I think
Overkiller.
Law stronger than Killer. I think Law stronger than Killer.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I see what
I
you're
think
saying.
Law
That's all
is
I want to
stronger
say.
than I think Law is stronger than Killer. However, my point is that like I feel like Killer could probably tank a harder hit because
He's
I
not
feel like
strong.
the way Law fights is he like fights from a distance and by like eliminating opponents before they even like can do anything. Like his powers are OP. Whereas I feel like Killer's abilities are like focused on him rolling up on you and fucking you up. And that inherently will result in him having to take more hits. Like so I feel like as an offensive, like, physical, like, swordsman or whatever the fuck he is, weapon user, like he just has like probably does have stronger armament hockey than
Mhm.
Law, who like probably hasn't had to develop it as much because he's not taking hits because he's fucking people up before they get anywhere near him.
I agree. And like that's
I
nothing to
can't
scoff
really
at. You know what
disagree
I
with
mean?
that.
Like he's just nice. I mean, Katakuri had a similar thing. Like he was nice as hell. He had crazy offensive output, but at the end of the day, it didn't take him that many hits to go down compared to what Luffy took. You know what I mean? And that's because nigga never gets hit, so his durability is low. He ain't got touched in a while. You know what I mean? Like he's just too used to winning. So that's kind of how it be. If you're really really good at like
Taking an
winning,
ass whooping.
yeah, then your shit'll drop. I mean, that's kind of what happened to Crocodile too. He got
Yeah.
too complacent in Paradise, and then Luffy could touch him all of a sudden. He was like, "Oh wow!" And then he got his ass beat, even though he was a New World pilot. You know what I mean?
Most villains in manga have weak chins. That's the way I always say it. Like they got weak
Okay.
chins. Like they can do a ton of damage, but like if you just piece them up a little bit with the old 1-2, they go down out of nowhere. It's like damn, like you like did all this damage, but you can barely take an ass whooping. That's like how the hero always wins, right? Like they fight the big bad, and the big bad like fucks them up real bad, and like the hero doesn't get a single hit in, but then like right at the end of the fight, he's like, "Oh, the power of friendship or love or whatever shit," and then like he
And that
hits the
one
dude
touch.
one time, and then the dude goes down. He's like, "What? What happened to me? Like, how could I go down? Like, how could I be defeated in one hit?" And it's like, because you got a weak chin. Like your attacks were so strong, you never got challenged.
Hubris
So
is
I'm not
real.
gonna lie. So listen. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I think Pedo Spedo is gonna make a candy like Zeus, or he's gonna make a little candy wave and he's gonna catch Big Mom, and then she's gonna be like, "Thank you, my." She's just gonna be like, "Launch me back up there," and he's just like, "Yes, mama," and just launches her back up on this because like that will
But
put them in a predicament. Like
she's
if
already
she comes
flying
right back
down
up.
off the fucking off the landmass or whatever you call it, the island. So like would
Oh, that's
she
true.
be looking
She's
at
not
her and like get a
necessarily
net?
falling onto the. Well, I don't know, man.
Is
Better
she falling
Spedo.
on? There's no ground beneath her though. She's just going straight into the water.
Hmm. I don't know, bro.
Like,
Her
would
crew is
he
pretty
use
cool.
like a candy net or something?
Yeah, exactly. And like, I mean, we haven't seen him yet, but it's possible Katakuri's here, and he's gonna literally just be like, "Put the net there," and he's gonna
No,
be like,
yo,
"Why
I'm
there?" And
looking at this
just be like,
page, bro, and she's literally already off the fucking island. Like, she's literally off below the island already.
y'all really think that y'all really think she's gonna fall into the water right now?
Who can? Someone has to
I mean,
fly down and catch her in order to catch her at this point.
The genie dude is there, bro, and that genie's gigantic. It can move fast enough. Like
Is he? He
something's
was.
gonna
Daifuku
catch
was
him.
there. I didn't see him.
Dafuku was there. Remember, they
Oh,
were like, Pedo was like, yeah. When they got separated from Big Mom, they were like, damn, yo, she really out here trying to do shit again. Yo, on the off chance this shit gets fucked up, I'm gonna lead y'all. And then Daifuku was like, nah, it's Katakuri, fuck you, nigga, blah, 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 all
it's
that shit, yeah.
it's not like Zeus could save her. I feel like in that box. I feel like it's more likely that Law is like, yo, let me FedEx this to Nami real quick. Let me like get the Amazon Prime shipping like delivery order to Nami. Let's get it back in the crib. I think neither is gonna happen. But I'm just like, I don't know if Zeus is gonna save her at this point.
Yeah, so what the hell is Yamato gonna do now? I was thinking about that when this chapter ended.
Still
I
with
thought she
Momo,
was gonna
isn't
fight
she?
Orochi. Yeah, I thought she was gonna fight Orochi with Momo. So where the hell are they going? Can Sipu Zero show up, bro? Could they do something? I want to see Yamato really play something.
They just watch, bro.
I
Nah,
think she's
bro.
gonna fight. She's gonna fight one of Kaido's like top men. I'm blanking on their name all of a sudden,
Needs
but
to run in with Sanji too. Sanji's clearly going
that's
that way.
fine. Yeah.
So I don't know
Mm.
where he. They kind of have to connect at some point.
Who's strong? Who is strong? Who's on Kaido's side? Who's like not in a fight right now? Who could like turn up?
We don't know a lot of Kaido's crew, honestly. We know King, Queen, and Jack. Jack, okay, Jack was limping away. He was trying to find the Scabbards, I think. So I don't know
Jack
when
is
Jack.
busy
The
with
homie
Dog.
Duke. The homie Duke.
Right. I keep forgetting.
The homie Duke. I love that dude. I love him.
Homie Duke.
But yeah, Jack's clearly occupied. All the Flying Six are clearly occupied. All of them entirely. Unless you're gonna run into like page one and ulti while that's going on. Maybe that's possible.
Again, yeah.
I don't have a full visualization of the layout of the place right now, but I definitely feel like that's most likely. Other than running into King and Queen again, obviously.
I do want to see how Frankie's fight's playing out because I haven't seen Frankie throw hands, so that I'm kind of excited to see. He was like wrestling around now.
Hey, slash the shit out of him. Get that V for victory slash.
So yeah, we'll see what happens there.
I think Jinbei's gonna clean up soon.
I think we get some. I think we get some to fight this.
Jinbei gonna clean house real soon.
No break next week. Beautiful.